Namaste, Hamisha Krishnavidya. I am GVN Dr. Minakshi, Assistant Professor in Department of Shalakya Tantra, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today, in this session, we will discuss about the National Program for the Prevention and Control of Deafness. So, we will start with the introduction first. The hearing loss is the most common sensory deficit in humans today. As per WHO estimates in India, there are approximately 63 million people who are suffering from significant auditory impairment. This places the estimated prevalence at 6.3% in Indian population. As per NSS survey, currently there are 291 persons per 1 lakh population who are suffering from severe to profound hearing loss. Of these, a large percentage is children between the ages of 0 to 14 years. With such a number of hearing impaired young Indians, it amounts to a severe loss of productivity, both physical and economical. An even larger percentage of our population suffers from milder degrees of hearing loss and unilateral or one sided hearing loss. Then we should know about the objectives of the program. The first objective of this national program for the prevention and control of deafness is to prevent the avoidable hearing loss on account of disease or injury. Early identification, diagnosis, and treatment of ear problems responsible for hearing loss and deafness. To medically rehabilitate persons of all age groups suffering with deafness. The other objectives are to strengthen the existing intersectoral linkages for continuity of the rehabilitation program for persons with deafness, to develop institutional capacity for ear care services by providing support for equipment and material and training personnel. And what are the components of the national program for the prevention and control of deafness? Manpower training and development for prevention, early identification, and management of hearing impaired and deafness cases. Training would be provided from medical college level specialists, ENT and audiology, to grassroots level workers. Then the capacity building for the district hospital, CHC and PHC in respect of ENT or audiology infrastructure. The next point is the service provision including rehabilitation, screening camps for early detection of hearing impairment and deafness, management of hearing and speech impaired cases and rehabilitation, including provision of hearing aids at different levels of healthcare delivery system. Then awareness generation through IEC activities for early identification of hearing impaired, especially children, so that timely management of such cases is possible and to remove the stigma attached to deafness. Then monitoring and evaluation. What are the expected benefits of the program? The program is expected to generate the following benefits in the short as well as in the long run. Large scale direct benefit of various services like prevention, early identification, treatment, referral, rehabilitation, etc. for hearing impairment and deafness as the primary health center, community health centers, district hospitals largely cater to their need. The decrease in the magnitude of hearing impaired persons, decrease in the severity or extent of ear morbidity or hearing impairment in large number of cases. Improved service network for the persons with ear morbidity or hearing impairment in the states and district covered under the project. Then awareness creation among the health workers or grassroots level workers through the primary health center, medical officers and district officers, which will percolate to the lowest level as lower level health workers function within the community. Larger community participation to prevent the hearing loss through Panchayati Raj institutions, Mahila Mandals, village bodies, and also creation of a collective responsibility framework in the broad spectrum of the society. Leadership building in the primary health center medical officers to help create better sensitization in the grassroots levels, which will ultimately ensure better implementation of the program. The capacity building at the district hospitals to ensure better care, state of the art department of ENT at the medical colleges in the state or union territory under the project. Thank you so much. This session of National Program for the Prevention and Control of Deafness completes here. So you got a brief idea about the introduction, what is the estimation of WHO, and who, the people who are suffering from the significant auditory impairment. Then what are the objectives of this program to prevent the avoidable hearing loss and identification, diagnosis and treatment of ear problems, and medically rehabilitate the persons of all age groups. Then what are the components of the program, the manpower training and development, capacity building, service provision including rehabilitation, and awareness generation through IEC activities, monitoring and evaluation. Then we discussed about the expected benefits of the program to generate the benefits at the short as well as in the long run. So we have discussed all these things. So this session completes here. This session is powered by 2.0 digital version of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you're satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it soon. Thank you so much.